Hey guys, today is the day, well, one of the days, whatever, but today, it's like as with every year before, the Oscars, like a day before the Oscars, the Razzie winners announcement is announced. This year's Razzie nominations have been very lackluster for me. I question some of these choices, like for example, I mean, I'm not gonna be surprised that Death of a Nation and Camp Death 3 weren't nominated because barely anybody knew about those movies. I still count them because they were theatrically released. So there's that. Also, I so thought that Death of a Nation was going to get a nomination at the Razzies. I was 50-50 on maybe the Trump Prophecy, even though sadly it didn't get nominated for Worst Picture, which it really should have. But somehow Death of a Nation did not get into the Worst Picture category, and I question that. I mean, how do you not nominate it? It's like it was clearly one of the worst movies of the year, especially critically speaking. When you look at the critic reviews for that movie, and I'm pretty sure Gotti's gonna win Worst Picture. And I didn't like Gotti. I thought Gotti was bad, but I didn't think it was a travesty bad. Like, there was not a whole lot in it that I found particularly horrible in that movie. There was a lot of bad, and enough bad to make it bad, but I don't think it was one of the worst. It was just a very generic mob movie, mob gangster film. Well, whatever. Let's check out who won.
In 2018, Hollywood couldn't stop itself from making bad choices, from trashing literary classics, to stapling potty mouths onto once beloved puppets, and turning intriguing true-life figures into trivial tripe. This is the voice of the Razzies, Bill A. Jones, welcoming you to the 39th Annual Razzie Awards. David Fear of Rolling Stone magazine wrote, "At one point in this film, the winner of this category goes undercover as a manure salesman and begins screaming, 'Horseshit for sale!' It's the one genuinely honest, self-aware moment in the movie. Worst supporting actor for Holmes and Watson goes home with John C. Reilly.
I never saw
Are you
it.
positive I shan't regret this in the morning?
You absolutely will.
A cartoon villain brought to life, leaked an anonymous White House insider. For Worst Supporting Actress, playing herself in Fahrenheit 11/9, our voting members chose Kelly Ann Conway. Always with something to spin, let's get her reaction.
I don't have a reaction to that.
Why? That's another thing about the Razzie Awards I don't understand. How come people who are in, how come people in archive footage got nominated for the Razzie? I mean, like, for example, I think Donald Trump is nominated for Worst Actor for Fahrenheit 9/11, for Fahrenheit 11/9, and, what was it called? It was called, oh yeah, Death of a Nation, whatever. And look, I don't like Donald Trump, but come on, that was archive footage. Like, that's what gets him a Razzie nomination for Worst Actor, and apparently that's what got Kellyanne Conway for Worst Supporting Actress. Just, Razzies.
Whips, chains, butt plugs, and nipple clamps are nothing compared to the sheer torture of watching this movie, exclaimed Peter Travers of Rolling Stone. The worst screenplay of 2018, 50 Shades Freed. Screenplay by Niall Leonard from the novel by E.L. James. Even B-movie auteur Uwe Ball could have made something funnier, fleeter, and better constructed than this, mused San Francisco Gate's Andrew Parker of our Worst Director winner.
Wait a minute. Dinesh D'Souza and Bruce Shuley didn't get nominated for Worst Director? How?
Ethan Cohen, who also penned Holmes and Watson.
Sometimes the scene will spin into something that you just didn't think was there.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
This year's winner for the Barry L. Bumstead Award for a movie that cost a lot and lost a lot is The Billionaire Boys Club, which garnered a paltry $287 for its first 2 days, according to The Hollywood Reporter.
Well, the reason why Billionaire Boys Club only made that much money was because it only, from what I remember, it only played in like 5 theaters or so. It played in so few theaters that, yeah, no shit, it would have made only $200-something.
A closer look at the figures breaks it down to, let's see, at a national average of $9.27 per ticket, with $126 on its opening day and $161 on Saturday. That's 31 people were scammed out of their hard-earned money by this crime drama. Now that's larceny. For worst remake, ripoff, or sequel,
Death of a Nation.
LarsonOnFilm.com handcuffed
Nation.
this trashing of a literary classic as such a crime that someone should have been arrested. The perpetrator and winner? Holmes and Watson.
Really? Not Death of a Nation? That's so stupid!
Our next winner has said of himself, "My whole life is about winning. I don't lose often. I almost never lose. I don't like losers." So not surprisingly, he's won again. The Razzie for Worst Screen Combo goes home with Donald J. Trump and His Self-Perpetuating Pettiness, featured in both Death of a Nation and Fahrenheit 11/9.
Again, archive
Everybody
footage.
loves me.
Not bad. Really. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Again, that's still archive footage. Again, I don't like Trump, but seriously, like, ugh, whatever. The Razzies don't mean anything. They don't care about actual quality of film or trying to make any sense. They're just, I don't know what they're trying to do.
You don't beat it. Don't beat this river.
Jack Horner, filmmaker. I make exotic pictures.
Like Jack Horner. That's a paleontologist's name.
Nebraska playbook, the fumble rookie.
Easy. You still alive, old man?
Never felt better in my life.
You find yourself asking, did she listen to her agent or her wallet too closely? So snapped Jamie East of the London Sun about our Worst Actress winner for both Happy Time Murders and Life of the Party. Congratulations, Melissa McCarthy.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Following up her dual...
The Razzie Redeemer Award. I'm hoping Bumblebee wins, because, like, yeah.
Razzie winning appearances with a performance the UK Observer hailed as less of a revelation than a confirmation of her talents. The Razzie Redeemer Award winner for her more complex role in Can You Ever Forgive Me is Melissa McCarthy.
I mean, look. Here's the thing with the Razzie Redeemer Award. I judge this mostly based on, like, how far was the margin between really bad and really good. And with Melissa McCarthy, she was actually my last choice, like, because I already knew she could be a great actress. It's just, I mean, she's in a lot of crap, but I know she's a great actress. But for me, it had to be Bumblebee because all the Transformers movies got bad reviews up until Bumblebee. So I feel like because of that margin, I would have voted for I voted for Bumblebee.
I can't say that I regret any of my actions. In many ways, this has been the best time of my life.
And the 2018 Razzie for Worst Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role belongs to Donald J. Trump as himself in Death of a Nation and Fahrenheit 11/9.
Again,
we're sorry, Mr. Trump has left the building. Accepting on his behalf is his BFF.
Grüezi. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to say thank you.
Our final winner for 2018 caused Mark Savloff of the Austin Chronicle to claim, "It's not so much a case of whodunit as it is a question of why bother." At last, the mystery is solved. Our voting members found Holmes and Watson guilty as Worst Picture of 2018.
Again, Death of a Nation didn't get nominated.
That concludes the 39th Annual Razzie Awards. We'd like to thank our voting members worldwide and hope to see all of you around this same time next year for our Gala 40th Annual Golden Raspberry Awards.
Again, I don't really know what to say. I mean, it's just the Razzie. It's the Razzies. Again, I don't know why Donald Trump was nominated in those categories because, yeah, I don't like Trump. But again, those were, he was in archive footage. Yes, I nominated Dinesh D'Souza for Worst Actor for Death of a Nation, but it wasn't archive footage. He was actually in the movie. So it makes sense why I would nominate him because he was actually in the movie and filmed scenes for the movie. Whereas Donald Trump was just archive footage. I still don't know how Death of a Nation did not get a Worst Picture nomination. And I was for sure that they were going to vote for Gotti because Gotti was I thought Gotti was going to win because, it was the most, it was everyone was buzzing about Gotti, but Holmes and Watson? I have not seen Holmes and Watson, but there's no way it could be worse than Death of a Nation. There's no way it could be worse than the Trump prophecy. There's no way it could be worse than the Hurricane Heist. There's no way it could be worse than 50 Shades Freed. I don't get the Razzies. If it does feel like every year they're not judging based on quality, they're judging based on, they're judging based on what's popular and what will get clicks. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, what do you think of the Razzie Award winners announcement? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like. Share the video so we can get the channel circulated. Don't forget to support my Patreon on my Patreon page. Or if you can't do that, then consider supporting me through my PayPal donation button in the description below. And if you want to see more, click this.